Welcome to This Explainer. Okay, I want to jump right in today and hit you with a hard, honestly kind of uncomfortable truth that completely derails most people on their path to achieving their goals. We are constantly sold this idea that, you need to be hyped up, endlessly inspired, and just bursting with energy to get things done. But relying on motivation alone, actually scratch that, it's not just bad, it is a complete trap. Today, we're breaking down the source material to reveal the gritty reality of what actually builds success. And spoiler alert, it is definitely not that initial spark of excitement.
Seriously, I want you to genuinely reflect on this for a second. What happens when the motivation just disappears? Think about those inevitable, deeply frustrating days when the excitement has completely vanished. You wake up and you absolutely do not want to work, you don't want to study, you don't want to go to the gym. A goal that you set last week suddenly feels like climbing a mountain today. So when that internal cheerleader goes totally silent, what exactly is your backup plan? Because for most people, the answer is just quitting.
Okay, let's dive into the foundational concept of our entire explainer here. On one side, you have motivation. Now, motivation is entirely mood-based. It's an emotion. And just like happiness or anger, it is totally fleeting. You can't control when it arrives, and you definitely can't control when it leaves. Simply put, motivation fades, discipline stays. It's habit-based. It is this permanent structure you build in your life that operates completely independently of your feelings. Motivation might get you started, sure, but discipline? Discipline is literally the only thing that keeps you going. Section 1. When the world doubts. Our source material brings us this absolutely profound quote. Jab duniya tum par shak kare, tab khud par yakin rakhna. Translated into English, that means, when the world doubts you, then believe in yourself. I really want that to sink in. You see, when you're operating on discipline rather than motivation, it doesn't look flashy to the outside world. It just looks like a slow, quiet, sometimes boring grind. People will inevitably doubt if it's worth it or if you even have what it takes. In those moments, your internal self-belief is your ultimate shield. You have to be the sole protector of your vision when literally no one else sees it yet. Section 2. Surviving weak times. And this brilliantly illustrates our next point from the text. Kamzor waqt hamesha nahi rehta. Lekin strong log rehte hain. Or, in English, weak times don't last forever, but strong people do. It's such a powerful reminder that adversity is really just a season. The low moments, the pure exhaustion, the failures, they are all temporary conditions. But the strength you build by refusing to quit, that becomes a permanent part of your character. Strong, disciplined people outlast the weak times simply by refusing to surrender to them. So let's do a rapid reality check here. You won't always feel motivated to work, to study, to improve yourself. And listen, that is a universally human experience. If you're feeling this way, you aren't broken and you aren't failing. You are simply stepping out of that honeymoon phase of motivation and entering the real arena. Section 3. The power of the grind. The secret here is simple, yet incredibly hard. But successful people keep going even on hard days. That right there is the dividing line between those who perpetually start over and those who actually cross the finish line. Success isn't defined by what you do on the days you feel amazing, when the sun is shining and you've had a perfect 8 hours of sleep. Success is defined entirely by the action you take when your mood is screaming at you to stay in bed. They literally divorce their actions from their feelings. Let's walk through the actual mechanics of how they do this. Step 1, they show up tired. This is the true test of a winner right here. You didn't sleep well? Show up anyway. Step 2, they stay focused. Even when your brain is foggy, you direct whatever energy you have left toward the task at hand. And step 3, they keep grinding while others quit. This is where you make all your real progress. When the environment is miserable and everyone else packs it in, the disciplined person just takes one more step. That relentless consistency, showing up tired, completely ignoring your mood, pushing right through the fog, that is exactly what discipline looks like in action. It isn't glamorous, it rarely looks good for the cameras, it's a quiet, aggressive commitment to your own standards. That's the power of discipline. Section 4. Let success be the voice. Let's move to the next point and see how this builds over time. Today, the source advises, Aaj mehnat karo, work hard today. This is the silent phase. Your head is down, you're putting in the work. Then we track forward to tomorrow, taki kal tumhari success awaaz ban jaye, so that tomorrow your success becomes your voice. You don't need to brag today, you don't need to loudly announce your plans to the world or seek validation for those early efforts. You just let the undeniable massive success of your future speak for all those quiet, exhausted hours you're putting in today. Which brings us to the absolute most climactic, hard-hitting takeaway of our entire analysis today. Your habits decide your future, not your mood. If you leave this explainer with only one paradigm shift, let it be exactly this. You absolutely must transition from emotion-driven action to habit-driven action. Your mood changes with the weather, with your diet, with a random passing comment from a stranger. If your future is tied to something that fragile, well, you're in trouble. Anchor your future to your habits, because your habits are bulletproof.
All right, it is time to make a choice. I want to challenge you to commit to this mindset right now. Comment discipline if you're ready to level up. Leave the excuses completely behind. But before you go, I want to leave you with this final thought to carry with you today. Are you going to continue letting your fleeting, unpredictable emotions dictate the trajectory of your life? Or will you finally build the uncompromising habits that guarantee your success? The choice is entirely yours.